Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading for people who take their tarot readings seriously. I've done tarot for over 20 years, astrology for over 50, so I have a pretty good understanding about each. Astrology, which is scientific, by the way. You can ask an RCA Victor, that's the Radio Corporation America engineer back in 1948. Find out more about his story and how he proved that astrology does impact us. Sunspots, earthquakes. He was 95% accurate over 40 years before he stopped. So, astrology is the science of cycles. It's more complicated than that, but that's what it is. You know, cycles, and there are cycles within cycles and cycles within that, and it gets complicated. But it's very effective if you can parse your way through. On the other hand, we go to tarot, which is the science of potential, meaning you have to get involved. You have to interact with the energy, and that's what I do every day, 365. We take a look at the 5-card spread. No, there's not any kind of fancy animation. You don't see me. You see the 5 cards. I want you to focus. Something that we're not very good at. We've been conditioned to be distracted. Oh, take a look at this war here. Oh, this new war here. Oh, this new war here. Or this pandemic here. Or you got this issue. You got that issue. You got all kinds of things. Plus, of course, you got all the screens. You got the phones, the laptops, the desktops, regular television. You got all this stuff converging. And a world economy that is being taken away from you. You got your plate very full. That's as it is intended. So what I do here with the tarot reading is I condense it. In about 10 minutes or so, give or take a couple, we focus on that energy, the 5 cards. This is the current energy, these 5 cards. Most people close their eyes and just listen. My job is to inspire you. It doesn't necessarily mean the energy from the reading will connect, although if it does, you will feel it. And certainly then act on it. That's the key. You have to act. You got to get off your ass. You got to do something. Which is where people fall down because they're used to tarot readers going, oh man, this is going to be great stuff here, and oh, you're going to have this, and it's going to be old world is going to be spark. This is not that. This is the real deal. Here's the energy. If it hits you, do something about it. Or there may be something said within the context of the reading that catches you. Well, play with that. And if it doesn't, that's okay. 80 to 90% of the people who view this day to day, they're not going to connect. Oh, they will eventually. But this is not a deal where I say something, I make a proclamation, and everybody's going to get it. They're not. It's not intended. We are too complicated as human beings. Familiar with jigsaw puzzles? Well, this is a jigsaw puzzle containing 8 billion pieces. What are the odds of me connecting with all of those? Virtually nil. So I say if you get 100 people who are viewing this, we have more, but let's say you have 100 people. If 10 to 15 really resonate with this, I've done a great job. Don't worry about the other 85%. They'll catch it tomorrow, next week, next month. It'll catch you. But you're not in the same energy zone every day. My job is to clearly, succinctly lay out the energy of these 5 cards. Then you determine, you apply it to your life. Let's begin. Middle card, Oracle card. This sets the tempo for the reading. And today it's clean it up. A lot of that needs to be done around the planet, that's for sure. Number up in the left-hand corner is 21. 2 means decision, 1 means beginning, and the 2 and 1 together equal to 3. Always, 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 always. When I'm doing this tarot reading, this manifested tarot reading, it has to do with lining up mind, body, spirit. It's all about you. It's not about a third party. That's a distraction. It's you lining up the energy of your mind, your body, your spirit, your trinity. Easier said than done. But that's what this is telling you to do. Clean it up. Line up the energy for your mind, your body, your spirit. Line it up, have it all function perfectly, in sync. Well, let's find out what's going on. Let's begin with the meme for today. Don't entertain negative energy. Some situations will test your patience and try to make you overreact, overthink, and respond to things that don't deserve your life force. Remember, your attention is your power. Don't feed what doesn't add value to your life. Protect your energy. Protect your power. And how you do that is to focus and enhance your manifesting ability. That is the single most powerful tool any human being has, because it means you can imagine and create better. Now, what you manifest may not fit exactly what you thought you were manifesting in the beginning, but you'll find out as you take a look at it, it fits perfectly. Fits even better. Powerful juju manifesting. So let's begin. All the way to the left, we have the Moon card. The Moon card is a very powerful card because it talks about your intuition. But it also talks about illusion. Even with the brightest full moon, you don't see everything. If you're really lucky, if it's a beautifully clear night and it's a big, 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 big full moon, you might see half. Maybe. And you certainly can't get the big vision. You can't see farther away. So with the moon energy, you're bewildered. Somehow, some way you are being deceived. You're being lied to. You're being taken advantage of. You know it. You can feel it. But you just can't put your finger on it necessarily. So it's very powerful energy, the Moon card. It says, reach out and feel. That's very difficult to do because we have so much other stuff, so many other distractions. But when you're in this Moon card energy, what more often than not happens is you become disillusioned. You lose self-worth. Because you know that you're not seeing everything. Makes you feel insecure, makes you feel unsafe, makes you feel unworthy. That's the next card, 5 of Pentacles. It makes you question yourself. It makes you paranoid. Devalues you. I mean, as you can see in this card, and I prefer earlier versions of this card because you can see they're going by a church, and there are 2 people. One who is handicapped, injured, something like that, and then a lady. It's the winter time. They're not dressed appropriately. They're in pretty bad shape, but they're going by a church. You can see that with the windows, the 5 pentacles behind them, and that's what other earlier versions of this card show. So with the lights on in the church, they could go into the church and at least get out of the cold. They could sleep on pews if they had to, but they could stay warm and out of the weather. Maybe the nuns or priests or whoever, minister, would even feed them. But they're not worthy. And that's what the moon energy does. It makes you uncomfortable enough. You know that you're seeing part of the picture, but you're not seeing all of it, and it's the stuff that you're not seeing that's creating problems for you. So, next card over is the 2 of Swords, and it's in reverse. You are realizing you got to change your thinking. If you're just going to depend on your emotions, you're in trouble because you cannot see everything. You can't put all the parts and pieces together. And there's nothing that you can do. Hence, we have the 5 of Pentacles standing in front of a church, able and capable of getting help, but not utilizing it. So the 2 of Swords says, okay, stop. Let's rethink this whole thing. And because it's in reverse, you're not there yet. But the Two of Swords in reverse is very much like the Moon card. You know you don't have all the information. And that's what the problem is. So, the final card is the King of Swords. This says get all the information. King of Swords is very simple. Put your thought process up top. Clean up your thinking. Right now you're overwhelmed. There is so much coming at you from so many directions that it's like a big fog moving in. You can kind of make out images and stuff, but you really can't see. You know that, and you got to recalibrate. And so the King of Swords says, become analytical, become unbiased. Look at the world, look at your situation for what it really is, and then go from there. But right now you are suffering from being overwhelmed, and it's being done to you on purpose. Because if you're overwhelmed, you're stuck. You're not going forward, not going backward. That's where they want you. Because when you are in neutral like that, they can move you in any direction they want. Remember, don't entertain negative energy. Some situations are going to test your patience. They're going to try to make you overreact, overthink, and respond to things that don't deserve your life force. Your attention is your power. Don't feed what doesn't add value to your life. It's real simple. You can stop this. Just like that Five of Pentacles. You are right there. There's your answer. The church is right behind him. All he has to do is pay attention. That's what you got to do. Don't be overwhelmed. Clean it up. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Manifested Tarot reading. Between now and the next time we get together, peace and blessings.